Hey guys. Okay. Welcome back to No Mom Don't Watch This. The No Mom Don't Watch This podcast. In this episode, we're back in the Ozarks, baby. The Lake of the Ozarks. Wait.
Wait, what do you mean wait?
Which one are we in? We're in the Lake of the Ozarks, right?
I'm confused as to the question.
Are we in Ozarks or Lake of the Ozarks?
Yes.
Two different
It's
places.
cool because the Lake of the Ozarks is in the Ozarks. Wait, is there a place called the Ozarks?
It's called Ozark. Springfield. Welcome back to
Ozark is
Where
a
are we?
weird word. Ozark?
You know, it sounds like a slur.
You Ozark. He does. It's in it's in St. Louis? Oh, it runs through Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. So it's a mountain range. No, it's a physiographic region. We're in Lake of the Ozarks. Okay.
Okay. So we're east of Kansas City. Oh,
I know.
Shit.
We're at the Lake of the Ozarks. Just to people
Where?
know, they look it up. It's like saying we're in Sacramento, California. It's the
Okay.
same
Well,
thing.
they can hear us.
Oh. Hi guys.
Shit.
Welcome back.
Listen to that.
I'm currently sleeping.
1 second. I'm gonna check if the audio's good because I'm really paranoid.
God. Do you have a shit stain on the front side of your pants?
No, it's not shit. It's brownie
Looks
and
like shit stain.
lemonade.
Look, do you see it? It's right there.
Yeah, that's when I was wiping off the counter.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so remember that one, the nature documentary I made where we put the dead raccoon? We're doing it again.
Except we can't find the raccoon.
We couldn't find it, guys. It's been a year.
He's probably dead.
Yeah. He probably died while we were gone.
His heart broke. There's no one there. No one there to give him belly rubs. What do you think happened? He probably. Oh, I bet you I know what happened. High tide. He just floated away. Like he's just. Oh, that hurt.
Damn.
Oh, that had a little bit of. That was an oomphy fart.
Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So there's this place.
I don't know if you guys live in the
It's
United
west?
States.
It's called Colorado.
Yeah.
It's a state.
Oh, Zach. What's the most colorful state? Is the joke.
Colorado.
No, but that was funny. I was thinking of Oregon. But
What?
that's a better punchline. I'm gonna say Colorado from now on.
Colorado? What?
Colorado.
I'm so confused. You know why they call it the Mile High City State?
Because it's a mile high.
No, it's because everyone is high there. We went there for a youth trip once, and there was like a store. There were stores all over the place with weed merchandise.
I can imagine that.
I mean, I had opportunities where I could buy multiple shot glasses that had weed on them.
Apparently,
I
you
want
can
to.
get more drunk with the higher elevation.
That makes sense. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Because wouldn't that make your blood flow or make your blood vessels swell so they can intake more air?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist.
I'm not a.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a gynecologist. Whatever that is.
Anyway,
no, a phlebotomist. That's what I'm thinking about. Do you know what a phlebotomist is?
Phlebotomy? Oh wait,
Phlebotomist.
I'm thinking of lobotomy.
Yeah, no, phlebotomist.
No.
Take a guess. Has to do with.
A flab?
Has to do with blood.
Rolls? Is it the blood?
It's the person that draws blood at like a blood drive.
Oh.
That's their title is phlebotomist. Can you imagine being called a phlebotomist? Hey, can I have Laura down here, the senior phlebotomist? Laura was not a real name. That was just a name.
Anyways.
Sorry, Laura, if you're a phlebotomist out there. Sorry.
Yeah, no offense. I'm kind of suck ass. I thought you bear my shot. So I went 2 weeks ago. I went down to Colorado, up west to Colorado.
Over to Colorado.
I went
Take
on.
a quick jaunt.
I was just, come on now. That was bad. Or rather, deeper. So I went to Colorado for a couple days. We went skiing. That doesn't matter. Really, what matters. I noticed at some point when I was skiing, I took off my glove because I'd been skiing for a couple hours, and my hand was steaming because it was so cold there. So
how cold would you say it was?
It was probably like -8 at night and like somewhere like 13 to 20 degrees.
Wow, that's pretty chilly.
But then my hand was steaming when I took off my glove.
Mm-hmm.
So you just look at your hand. This, your hand doesn't steam much in life.
Very, very rarely do I go outside in my. Okay, so here's a question for you. Not really a question, but kind of a story and an experience. Mm-hmm. So, I do a lot of camping, a lot of cold weather camping. And first off, when you cold weather camp, make sure not to drink anything the night before you go to sleep.
What did it freeze inside of you, Zach?
No. Can you imagine? Just you get ice inside of you.
You're like,
it's okay. No. Because then in the morning you're gonna have to pee. Like you're gonna get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and you're gonna have to pee, so bad. Okay. Happens to me every time. I get up in the morning. I'm like, I need to pee right now. First off, this was like a minute and a half pee. Okay, I was in the porta potty, right, and I'm peeing, and the vapors from my pee are like coming up and hitting me. Like I feel like I'm getting a steam facial off my pee. I'm peeing and it's like hitting my face. I'm like, it's steamy.
That's fun.
It was weird. I was like, I'm getting a steam facial off my piss. Steam. This is wrong. It smelled good.
It smelled nice.
Yeah.
Did your face feel cleansed?
Yeah, actually.
Quite therapeutic.
Yeah,
so I was down over in Colorado.
Up, down, left, right, right? BA Colorado.
Got him.
Start?
Yeah. Very good.
BABC Colorado.
Okay, so I was over in Colorado. I take up. It's all steamy, right? That's all. But the last night we were there, we got a tomahawk steak for the table for $30. So that was pretty cool.
That's not a bad price. Speaking of, I talked to my dad. It's just the ribeye.
It's a thicker ribeye.
Yeah, but it's just the ribeye.
Yeah,
it's 2 ribeye stacked on top. It's a not cut ribeye.
Well, it's cut. It's just.
Well, but it's
a 4-inch ribeye.
Yeah.
No. You're still paying for more meat.
Yeah.
Huh.
So instead you could just buy like 4 ribeyes at 1 inch thickness. That's it.
We didn't want to buy 4 ribeyes for the table.
But I'm saying you could have.
Well, yeah, we could have.
Also, how do you guys eat that? What do you do?
They have it. They've got on like a platter. And
right.
They have 2 knives. They brought 2 knives for 4 of us.
So you said how many of you? There's 4 of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my parents were like, "Dig in." I'm like, "Okay." They like just cut it in strips and then like kind of take strips.
Okay.
So it was fine. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best thing I've ever had. But the last night I was there, I was ripping ass all day, like bad. It was bad. Like the whole time I was at the restaurant, I'm like, and then our waiter was like waiting for us to leave. I'm pretty sure it was like the end of his shift.
They were like,
and he was going from room to room, being like,
he's like, do you guys not realize that you are the reason I can't go on break? I was supposed to go on break 20 minutes ago. This is your fault.
And
all your fault.
When we were about to go, and people were going to the bathroom, and I went to the other booth. I went to the other booth.
Speaking of
to shit my pants, and
where did you guys go to like a fancy restaurant?
It wasn't fancy.
I mean, it was like you guys could buy tomahawk steaks, which was pretty expensive.
But it was $30. So
that is true. It was like $30 tomahawk. Was it good at least? Like was it?
I mean, yeah, it was good. But
what else did you have? Or
this really gross virgin margarita. It wasn't that good.
You had a virgin margarita?
Yeah.
Weird. What even is in a margarita? I know it's tequila.
I'm gonna stop getting virgin margaritas because it's all they do is ice margarita mix.
Okay.
They don't do lime juice. All restaurants do margarita. It's not good.
Ask them for lime juice.
No, that's petty.
It's not.
It is.
What do you mean petty?
Because can I have it? I might as well fucking ask for gluten free.
You said gluten free at Illuminati's.
What?
Illuminati's.
Illuminati's?
Yeah, Illuminati's. It's a restaurant in Chicago. They have a really good deep dish. I just watched a video about a guy that went to Illuminati's and got deep dish. I've never been there. I'd love to. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, so I'm shitting myself all night.
Right.
And that's when I gave birth to the bit.
That's when the incident happens.
When I was doing Paul McCartney impersonating Tilly whenever she's on the Gordon Ramsay
Tilly?
Telling jokes.
Who's Tilly? Oh, Tilly, Gordon's daughter, right?
You know, when she pops in, she's like, what did the dog say to the dog?
No, I can't say I've ever watched any of Gordon Ramsay's shows and Tilly has said a joke.
Really?
No. What show are you referring to?
The one where he's in one of his kitchens.
Oh, like a... Yeah, is it like the guy like the two teams and he's sitting there like managing both teams?
No, it's just him. It's like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to make a feast.
Oh, so he's in his kitchen?
Yeah.
Like at his house. I've watched many of those and Tilly has never made a joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen multiple of those.
But it was, and also at some point during the trip, my mom gave me her shitty chapstick. She's like, it doesn't taste very good. And I'm like, it's too sweet for me. She uses a different one. I said, because my lips were really chapped. And then I smeared it all over my face and let it like crumble. And then play it off as if nothing happened. And she's like, telling, wipe it off. I say, oh, wipe. Stop, you know how she is.
Yeah.
And then I walked out of the not like that. We were.
Did I grab the charger for my Switch? Boy, you sure did.
So I put chapstick on my lips. I smeared it like that, and then I started doing that, but it kind of sounded like Paul McCartney.
Speaking of Paul McCartney, we saw a guy at the supermarket today. He looked. Honestly, I should have taken a picture. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I told you.
But he looked like a weird, deformed Paul McCartney, like when he smiles, like when he laughs. But his face was just a little off.
He looked like a child molester.
Yeah, he looked like if we weren't with our grandfather, he would have...
He would have come up to us.
Yeah, he would have. He'd have been like, are you guys finding everything all right?
Finding... I see you next to the meat.
Oh, do you like salami? Nah, actually, he seemed really nice. Almost too nice.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, sorry. Speaking about chapstick, I hate people that when they buy chapstick, they're like, "Oh, this one has really good flavor."
Why?
it's chapstick. It's not about the flavor. It's all about effectiveness.
It's not about the flavor. But
It's not about the flavor. I don't care.
Would you want yours to taste like fucking vomit?
The thing is, usually the good tasting ones just aren't that good. Like, because you're applying it so often. Well, because you're applying it so often because you want to taste it. And now you're all out of chapstick, so you have to go and buy more. Whereas the stuff that just tastes like, it's okay, you're not going to use it as often, but it's going to be more effective.
I disagree.
Why so?
I think it's just there to be like, huh. People don't use chapstick because
I'm not saying they're doing that, but they're saying it like
I was licking the chapstick.
Their lips are chapped, but they're using it more often than they should. Like, even when they're not feeling it burn, they just have the idea that they need to put more on because it tastes good. I
don't see it. Anyways, so that was a bit. I was Gordon Ramsay. I was Paul McCartney impersonating Tilly's daughter to Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay's daughter, Tilly. Not
Tilly Ramsay.
Hello.
Do you want me to disappear?
Did she say that?
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm like shitting myself too, right? Well, last night we played poker with Apple Jacks, as chips.
So you only had 2 chips.
Well, we had 2 different types of chips. It was like 5 and 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You only had 2 chips.
Yeah. I had many chips.
Well,
and then what happened?
Why didn't you guys have Apple Jacks?
Because that's just the cereal we had, and it was the last day, and we still had some. So we're like,
You guys should just eat it. Are Apple Jacks good dry? Just to eat?
They're alright.
I feel like they would taste.
They're not bad.
I'm trying to remember what Apple Jacks taste. Because it's been a while. It's been a famine since I've had Apple Jacks.
Before this time, I think the last time I had it was probably when I was like 6.
Yeah, it was years ago. I remember like getting up in the morning and being like, "Oh, we have Apple Jacks."
At the YWAM base.
Huh?
Comment on a future episode, reminding me to tell that story.
What?
The YWAM base. When my parents got divorced, we went to Wisconsin to hang out at a weird cult.
Okay, hey, can you guys shut up?
And, so I'm like basically shitting myself the whole night.
Let's go ahead and tell that story now.
Yeah. And I'm constantly like going from the table to like having to hold it, and then like going to the garage to fart.
Wait, you guys at your house? Or
at the cabin in Colorado.
Oh, you're in a cabin.
Yeah.
Was it like just you guys?
Yeah.
Was it like a nice cabin?
It was nice, yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
It wasn't like, it was like a 1-story, like, I mean, I guess the garage was, and then you like went up.
It was kind of like, okay, I see what you mean.
Anyway, it wasn't fancy, but it was like,
it was kind of nice. Oh.
But I had to constantly go from the poker table to the garage to go shit my pants. Because people couldn't stand it. They're like, I can't. It was so often, you know. And then
people start losing their mind, like, which one of you was shitting the table?
And right when we got home, I had to shit so bad.
Yeah.
So
like actually poop, like
yeah,
poopy?
Yeah. And I went to the bathroom, and I farted, and shat, but I farted too. Actually no, I think I pissed, but I just had to let a fart out. It was like.
Yeah. It's like.
Or that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like
such a good podcast. And then I let my mom in. She had to pee. And
why weren't you in your room?
Because I didn't have one in my room.
Huh?
I didn't have one in my room.
What?
I didn't have a bathroom in my room.
No, you said when you got home.
At the cabin.
Oh, so you got the cabin.
I'm gonna establish because
call it the cabin. Don't call it.
There's a full flight between these things.
Right, but you said home, so I'm saying you said when we got. You said when we got home, I needed shit. So I was saying when you got to your house.
When we got home, me and my mom both had to pee and poop. But she was like, no, go. I'm like, you sure? She's like,
You're like, you
I'm
never
like,
get that.
okay. And then
So there's only one bath in the cabin.
Well, Jordan was taking up the other one.
Oh, okay.
And then I farted in there, and that was enough to fucking kill my mom.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
So then she went in there, and immediately, whenever she closed the door, I heard like ferocious gagging. I heard, like the whole
Good
time.
mom.
The whole time.
It's fantastic.
And then she like looked at me like I fucking murdered someone.
Well, you did.
Like
you almost killed your mom.
That's true. And then we found out that Jordan wasn't actually in the bathroom, so she could and then there's a picture. I took a picture because she like, why are you doing that? Zach's flashing me.
I would never.
And she laid down on her bed, and like she just gave up. She just lay down, like this.
Oh, like sideways,
across the bed. Just. And then my sister walked in. She's like, "Mom," like because she thought she was like crying or something. And then she's like, "Your brother farted before." I took a picture of like. This is my mom right now. I don't know if I sent it to you.
No, you didn't. Let me see. Let me see the photo. Actually, go ahead and just send it to me. So I can
just record it. Okay.
Keep it for later. Ooh, I need to say something else about later.
It's a picture of it now. And take it out.
So we have a friend.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
You also saw some deer.
Actually, let me see the photo. I want to see like what the room looks like, just so I can get like a gist of like.
It's from my room across the hallway into her room.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks like a nice.
Yeah.
Ish. Okay. So we have a friend. We're not going to say his name, but I'm sure.
What's his name? What does it start with?
If I tell the story, you'll get it.
Is it an X? Is it gonna get
or
something?
God.
We don't know any kids. It's an X.
So if he's listening, he'll know we're talking about him.
Jason.
you gotta bleep that out. He would kill us if we told him.
Oh, hentai?
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
Cut all that out.
Okay.
So, because I'm telling a story. Okay, yeah. So we have a friend, right? And he's in an art class at school, and
we already talked about this.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We did. I edited it.
I'm just telling you I don't remember it. I'm not saying we didn't happen. So he draws in art class, and he gets bored, and so he always draws us like really weird things.
He does more sexual stuff. I do more dark stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like really funny. Like he drew one where it's Mickey Mouse beating Minnie Mouse with his belt. And then another one where it's Minnie Mouse in bed with Elmo, and Elmo has a boner, and he's got like a gun in his hand. Anyways, he drew... What was the first picture? That's right, he just drew like a female figure, right? Mm-hmm. And it looked pretty good. Like she had, like not even in like a sexual way, but like in an honest, like...
In a drawing.
Like
a reviewing hentai.
Yeah, like it honestly looked good. Like it had decent curves, like everything about it was good. Right, and I told him, I'm like, dude, I think you got something going here. And he was like, no, listen, I'm not going to do this. This is a one-time thing. So I'm sitting at home, I'm getting ready to pack for this trip that we're on right now. And he sends me a text. No. Yeah. He sends me a text and says, is your Snapchat still working? And I didn't reply because I didn't see it until later. And then he says, I have something to send you, but I can't send it through texts. And I go, uh-oh. And I'm just like, okay, fine. You can send it through to my Snapchat. And he's like, okay. And then he does. And it's a picture that he drew of like a woman, like a poolside with her tits out. And it's just like pencil. Like it's nothing fancy. Nothing like there's no like shading or anything. But it's like pretty hot. I'm not even gonna lie.
Is that why you took so long in the bathroom?
We can talk about this after the podcast.
Okay.
And I just saw from I was like, in an honest like reviewing way, this is good. Like this is pretty decent. Anyways, I've now got him addicted to porn, and now he's drawing hentai.
Yeah. He's probably drawing as we speak.
I hope he sends it to me.
Yeah.
For constructive criticism.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't use any of the material from my.
And should I put a picture of the rainbow fish Ahigo face?
Forget about that. Oh, and then Isaiah here, he also draws that class, and he drew Elmo hanging from the giving tree.
It was Mickey.
Oh, Mickey hanging from the giving tree. Insert photo
here?
now. Take it off.
Okay.
Bring it back. Take it off.
Okay. Don't abuse your powers.
Take it off. Bring it back.
No.
I see you doing it. I said take it off. Bring it back. So it's up. Take it off.
Oh my goodness, you son of a gun.
I tricked you.
I know. I noticed.
I know.
I might put it. If it is.
No, it's pretty funny.
Should I put it on?
Did your mom watch this podcast? No.
She tries.
No, mom, don't watch this podcast.
Like whenever she saw the I'm starting a podcast for some odd reason video on my actual channel, and she's like, how do I get to it? And then I said, oh, I don't know, Mom. And she said, honey, well, how do I find it? I want to see it. And then she wouldn't. She was kept hounding me, and I'm like, it's in the description, and she didn't know how to open it. So I don't know if she'll ever find this channel. God forbid she does.
That's probably for the best. Can you imagine? She's like sitting there working, like she's just like listening to our podcast, and she's just like listening, going like, "Oh my god, like this is what they do when they're alone."
No wonder they unplugged the cameras. If I do put it in, it's gonna be now. I'm gonna take it off, but it will have been when I started to say that. Anyways, and then I also put Ahigo face Kermit. That was pretty good.
The tits.
Put it in now. Let the audience see. Touch with your eyes, and take it off. Now, what was? Oh, I was shitting myself. Right. So then, reveals that Jordan wasn't actually shitting in that bathroom. So that was funny. And then, she kind of like freaked out. Like I guess I almost actually killed my mom. And then I sent her like audio files of me shitting myself. They weren't that good. Like I farted and I'm like, I should start recording my farts and sending them to my mother. And then they weren't as good, so I don't think it's really worth putting them in. But and then earlier that day, so after that whole thing, she told a story of like earlier that day of something grosser that happened.
She told the story?
Yeah. Okay. She said something grosser. Or she said, I'm going to tell you guys the grossest thing that happened today. And I'm like, oh, here we go, waiting for my fart story. Like this.
Yeah.
And then she said that it was during the morning. I'm like, wait.
You're like, wait.
Yeah, so something grosser apparently happened to my mom. And we were at the ski resort.
Right.
She was inside working. And when she opened...
Did you say working?
Yeah.
What do you mean working?
Like taking... Working.
Oh, yeah.
And...
I thought this was vacation. Why was she working?
And she opened the doors to like go outside for some reason. And
there was a homeless dude paying.
She wiped her face and then felt something on her face. And then she looked and there was a stranger's booger wiped across her face. And yeah.
How?
Like it was on the door handle. And then she like wiped.
That's nothing is worse than being in a public space and like touching a piece of gum underneath the desk, or touching a booger and pulling it. I hate the thought.
Yeah. What else happened down there?
Thanks, I hate it.
Over there. As soon as I got on the plane, this lady spilled water all over me.
Oh yeah.
So that was fun. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Cause like I don't care. Like actually, like I don't care, but like it's kind of funny.
Oh, my foot is oozing.
Sorry, guys, I have an ingrown toenail and I'm
Yeah,
dealing with
he's
it right now.
He's going at it with his knife. I listened to a lot of Pearl Jam, the 10 album, really good stuff. So that was Colorado. What else happened there? Oh, the first night we were there, nothing was open.
Do you want to see this? What's happening right now?
Sure.
Cause like it's
Just like bend your toe or something. The first night we were there.
We got stuff like coming out.
Which one?
The big
your
toe.
big one?
Big toe.
Ew.
Did you grab me like a Kleenex? Go grab me like a piece of like toilet paper.
You occupy them when I'm gone.
Yeah, so by the way, when he left at like Friday. No. Yeah, I think he left Thursday night, so he wasn't at school Friday.
Oh my god.
What? Just sit down quick. Be quick. Be quick. Be quick.
It smells like shit in here.
I wonder why. Maybe because I shit myself.
So what was I saying? Ew. He just pulled something off of his toe, out of his toe.
Piece of skin.
Oh, that's not gross.
or toenail. I'm not sure which one.
It's really good.
Well, by the way, so you know how
I was sharp my knife. My knife is like really sharp right now. It's cutting through my toe like butter.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually cutting this stuff like really, really good.
He's a surgeon, we swear.
Basically.
I will say, when we did our dissection projects for school, I was the one running the scalpel the entire time because everyone else, like, he said, so you have to be gentle with that kind of stuff. Like, they're saying, like, you have to cut the skin, but he just wants you to touch, like, just the skin.
Yeah. You don't want to fucking...
Yeah, like, everyone else is just going to cut, like, right, because, like, the knives are really sharp.
Just, yeah.
Like, they say that scalpels are really sharp. You're like, oh, cool, it's going to cut through. It's surprising how sharp they are. I'm not really just telling you, I'm telling you how they but they're insanely sharp. And I was the only one trusted in my group to actually use the scalpel. But yeah, that's about it.
You know what happened last time I used a scalpel? You don't talk about my brother. What else happened?
Oh, poor Samuel.
Oh, before I left, the day before, you want to tell them what we did, Zach?
I don't even remember what we did. What did we do? Yeah. So he just gave me a little gesture. That was enough for me. Okay. Context. So every day for lunch, we sit outside in the courtyard of our school. And it's me and 3 other guys. It's me, Isaiah, and then 2 other people.
I'll link their channels. Tee
No,
3 other
don't.
people.
Well, we don't care about one of them. One of them's retarded, so we didn't talk about him. Anyways, one of them has been bringing Sour Patch Kids to school for like the last week. Like, it was one of the big bags, and he only eats like a couple of them at a time. And we always get like a small handful, and then we just eat them. And it lasts for a while. And we finally got down to the end of the bag, and I was like, "Hey, give me some of that malic acid." Yeah, that's the stuff that makes them sour.
Sour.
And I put it on top of my Chinese container. It's like a Tupperware container. Put it on the lid. I just realized people don't know what I'm saying when I say Chinese container.
Yeah.
Because it's a local thing. Kinda.
Well, they probably know. The thing that the food comes in.
Not most Chinese places use
They use the
styrofoam.
boxes.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyways.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a Tupperware container basically. And I put it in the lid of that, and I was just gonna like lick it up because it's like super sour and it like really concentrated and it burns. And was it
who was it? Joey that like bet. Just bleep it out. Was it him that was like snorting to a line of that, or did I just do it?
I think it was Joey. I think it was me and Joey. I think I made
a
joke and then he's
it was
like,
either them or I was like, hey, I'll snort this for like $20, something like that.
I think we were both like snort it, and then you're like, I'll do it for $20.
No. I said, what do I get in return? He was like, the rest of these Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, okay, so I looked in the bag and there was like a decent handful, and I'm like, okay, this can't be that bad. So I take a $20 bill, I roll it until it. I would have done with 100, but I didn't have 100, and I did a small line of malic acid right into my right nostril. Let me tell you, if you've never done that,
don't.
So it starts off sour and then it turns. First, okay. So you shoot up in there, and for like a split second, you're like, oh, it's grainy. You're like oh, it's
scrapey.
Like you just like feel it, like you're like, oh, it's weird. I feel something in my nostril, and then it starts burning. It feels like what it feels like on your tongue, but it's like underneath your eye. It's like in your eye and like around it.
More intense.
And you're just like, oh my god. So I got up, and today we weren't sitting in the courtyard because it was really cold, so we were actually sitting inside. Right by the bathrooms, and so I ran to the bathroom real quick and I started blowing my nose out, and I actually saw a couple granules like in my snot. It was disgusting. It burned. It probably burned for like 5 or 10 minutes. Like
that's it.
Like hard. No, like it. It was like really bad.
Yeah,
it was like oh my god, this is bad. Yeah. It didn't last for like an hour. Where it was just kind of like.
It lasted for the rest of the day.
Really?
Yeah. I did a lot.
I mean, then again, no, because you did it twice.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Well, I also did more than
yeah. Anyways, so I do it, and I'm like, Isaiah, I'll give you. Did I give you $10 or $20?
It was 10 the first time.
That's right. I was like, I'll give you 10 if you do this. He's like, okay, and he just does it. And so he's in the bathroom, and he didn't like have the same reaction as I did.
I think I did less than you.
Yeah, the first time.
I think it was probably like 66% of what you did.
Definitely. Yeah, it was definitely less. And I was like, you barely got anything in there. And I was like, do it again for double. And he was like, okay. And
well, first I'm like hesitant to do it because the first time.
Yes. Back to what I was saying.
Oh right.
I bet him double or nothing to do it again.
Well, I can't lose it.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, I'll just do it. And he was like, okay, and I was like, you didn't do enough. He's like, okay, build the line. So I was like, okay, and I built him a fat line. And he put that thing up to his nose, and he started pulling it up, and I was
no. Well, first,
and then I was like, okay. He's like, and then he started moving, and like he started picking up the line. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna die. Because like at first, like the first suck was probably the same, if not just like slightly less than I did the first. I was like, okay, that's enough. And then he started running down the line. I was like, oh my god, he probably took up like 2 or 3 times more than what I did.
My eyes watered.
He was dead.
It was.
God, you were not doing too hot. Bad, even. I would call it bad. You were doing bad.
I don't regret it.
Really? Was it worth $20?
It wasn't worth $20.
Okay, but you're like, I got mine.
I think for the experience of having a snort, I'm snorting Sour Patch Kids. Like that's funny.
Snort that right now and I'll give you $5.
Really?
No, I'm not paying you. No.
I'll do it.
Do you realize what that is?
Yeah.
And
it's not that. Oh, it's gonna be in my saliva though. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Blood
regret
on
it.
the tip of my knife. Oh yeah, my toe is completely fucked up now. Oopsie daisy.
So we did. I'm gonna tell my side of the story. Not that we're arguing. Yeah, you get. So I go like, hey, I don't. How much do you want me to do? Because I don't want you to call me a pussy about it, you know. and then he builds my line, and then I'm kind of hesitant to do it.
And by the way, we're like in a crowded area.
Oh, yeah.
There are people around.
People have been watching us.
There are like teachers walking around. Like we're not like in.
Well, they're also probably used to it.
True. I mean,
And
there's
actual,
weed in
like,
school. Like
cocaine.
they have better things to do.
Yeah. And I'm like hesitant to do it, and then I go to the bathroom, and then I make Mason come with me just to verify that I do it.
Yeah, and then
everyone else joins me, and then I just kind of put it back, like the line. I kind of put it back, and then I just kind of like separate the chunks, and I just kind of rip it. But man, that.
Yeah, dude, that second one was bad.
And then kids that were actually going into the bathroom
We're like,
okay,
like what's going on?
I'm
I was just like, oh
blowing
no,
my
he's
nose.
fine. Just keep going, huh?
I'm like blowing my nose. I'm like, I'm fine.
Talk to me. Do you have one leg that's more flexible than the other?
Probably.
Because my right leg is more flexible than my left. Because like this one, I can bring like up my face.
Oh, that kind of flexible.
Whereas this one, I can't. Like I cannot, and I never have. Really? Because I can't. Like I cannot. This one, I can.
This one I can bring behind my ear. Let's see if I can do this one.
And I don't know why.
I can't. Yeah, I guess I'm a little more flexible.
Yeah, but it's like way more flexible. Yours is more flexible.
Oh, and then so the next day I'm leaving because I have to go on a plane to Colorado, and you don't think about it until it's happening, but you know whenever like you sneeze or like you blow your nose, and then like a minute later it kind of does that. It's like
a little
the
whistle.
pressure.
It's like a whistle.
But it goes like not like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Where they like popping the bubbles. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like running past
Like in your
sinuses.
sinuses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It does that happens on the plane.
Okay.
Like when you're going up.
Yeah.
It hurt.
I was like, hurt?
Yeah, because it was a day after. I'm like, ooh. Yeah. So. And he's right. You know, first it's sour and then it's sweet. So.
My saliva felt sweet after. Like I spit and it was like a sweet spit. I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. Oh, that's right. Everything burns.
Yeah.
Like my
for
face,
a second,
it feels like hell
it's
right now.
Nice.
Yeah. For a second, you're like, oh, this ain't too bad. Maybe it was worth it. And then you're like, no, it wasn't worth it. I wouldn't do it for a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah.
I also did eat all those Sour Patch Kids and they were really good. So.
It was fucking disgusting.
What? Those Sour Patch Kids? Those are the worst Sour Patch Kids I've ever had.
In the moment, I was like, I don't know if I can eat Sour Patch Kids again. It's like that's all I could
I'm not gonna
feel.
I'm not gonna let that experience ruin Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I'd eat one right now. I'd munch on one.
I like Sour Patch Kids. Like they're good.
They're good. They're tasty time.
They're sour. They're sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, you get it. Guys, you get it.
How long have we been recording?
42 minutes and 8 seconds.
I'm kind of done.
This could be. Let's just up to an hour.
I'm being for real for you. And,
okay. So we're here now. Hopefully I make a video. Hopefully it's good if I do make a video.
well, not many of them are.
Of that happening. There's some down. Oh,
Do you remember that video you filmed last time you heard 1, 2, 3?
I like that one.
That was a terrible video.
People liked it.
Did they?
Yeah. People got it. They're like, oh, Mr. Ditkovich.
So, I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No.
Have you seen Spider-Man 2?
Probably.
Actually, no, it's Spider-Man 3.
Probably.
It's the one where he's all mean.
I don't know. Probably.
Well, you know, during the whole movie, the rent guy.
It's been a long time.
You may rent. And you may rent. You know that guy?
Nope.
Oh, well, there you go. Do you at least know the scene where he's like, "Oh, you'll get your rent once you fix this damn door."
Okay. So what does that have to do with the bottles?
It doesn't.
So basically you're just stealing someone else's idea and then adding your own shitty
I'm
twist.
not stealing. I'm borrowing.
And then adding your own shitty twist to it.
I'm not stealing, Zach.
So, but you're not saying anything
I'm
about adding
borrowing.
your own shitty twist to
I
it.
didn't add a twist.
It's a shitty twist.
I
What
added
did the
a twist.
bottles have to do with
It's not a
it?
shit twist.
It was a terrible twist.
There's no twist.
Then what were the bottles?
To rhyme, Zach.
1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get your ring and you fix this gosh dang door. That's not funny.
It is. Well, now when you say it, you
do it.
stuttered the whole fucking time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you your rent once you fix this damn door. Ah! And then I do that weird laugh thing. I'm coughing up phlegm, like an asthma.
So
kid.
I don't see the appeal.
I saw you laughing when I was saying that, Zach. Yeah. I saw you do that. He's lying, guys. And now he's denying. That was something straight out of Joker. Like, what the fuck is that? He looked into the mirror and laughed. And then went to bed all depressingly. Like, he's gonna kill himself in the morning. I'm gonna see him wrapped around the fucking magnet whole thing. Tomorrow we're gonna...
we're gonna go magnet fishing.
We're going magnet fishing.
And we're gonna record the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Do you think other people have gone magnet fishing here? Probably.
I don't think so. I mean, this isn't a very big area.
That is true. There's only like 7 visitors a year here.
Including all of us.
Yeah, including the 5 of us. And there's 2 people that work here, so they're not visiting.
Yeah, they're not visiting. This time there isn't a family reunion, so that's good.
I'm sorry.
Don't.
Just don't let it happen here. I love saying that to like my 4th graders. Oh, so
Yeah.
we tutor.
Yeah.
And they'll do
should I tell my joke?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, that'd give it, yeah. I farted too, you didn't hear it. Oh my god, Zach.
It's loud. I want to hear that later.
You will.
I know.
Do you watch the podcast?
No.
Oh.
I'm here. I live
I
it.
get it, but like...
Why would I watch
Do you
it
ever
again?
relive the moment?
No.
You ever like play a game and you're like, oh yeah.
No.
I did that to all of the podcasts, including the ones that haven't been posted. Because remember when I lost my phone, guys? No, I didn't tell you. I probably could tell you on the podcast. I lost my phone. I had a bunch of podcasts that I was in the process of editing.
Because he never saves anything to his Google Drive.
Well, because there was an audio file. I was like, oh, it's
So
not
what?
that important. You know? I don't think of...
Yeah, if only you saved them to your phone or to your computer, you wouldn't lose them.
That's you right now.
Huh? Fuck you said to me? Huh?
You heard me.
you heard me, mister.
Let's see, we have 13 minutes to go. Let's see.
Wait, you said we have 13 minutes to kill?
Yeah.
We were at 47 minutes last time we checked.
Well, we're still in the same minute.
Really?
Yeah.
It has definitely been more than a minute since the last time I asked you.
Well, last time, but like...
It's definitely been a minute.
I said, I probably announced 13. Oh, I paused for a second. 47 minutes and 40 seconds.
It was that last time.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm so confused.
Okay. Well, I don't care. We need to go through our lives chronologically. And then tell stories.
Okay.
Because I have a bunch of shit.
Day 1. I'm not born yet. My parents were getting in the mood, and they were like, you know what?
I don't want to hear this next.
Let's try for a 3rd one. My dad goes,
Nah.
hubba hubba. And then my parents fuck.
Zach, I think you were in an accident.
He cream pie. I don't.
And we're back. I cut out the part where we were talking about our parents having sex.
Oh boy, they were going at it last night.
And we're back.
Sorry, we were just talking about things we shouldn't be talking about.
That's a bad word. Yeah.
And we're back.
No, I don't cut out.
And
You
we're
don't know
back.
how to run the show, Zach. Oh, we need to get Mason on soon.
And we're back.
And
So,
we're back.
that's right. Life chronologically.
What's your? Oh yeah, we already did earliest memories. What about this? Who's your favorite band, Zach?
Don't ask me that question.
You don't know?
I don't have a definite answer.
Oh.
It depends on the day. Like,
oh my god.
well, but like truly, there's not just one band that every day I could listen to their music.
Yeah, but like, okay, think about overall all the music you've listened to. Who's in your opinion the best?
That I've listened to of like it like. I don't know. The Beatles are good. Like I listen to a lot of their music and I really enjoy a lot of their music.
That surprises me.
Kind of a weird twist. Five Finger Death Punch. Very good music. He has great vocals. They have a good band in general. I know Metallica. It's classic. They have One, which is just a fantastic song. It's one of my favorite songs. Survivor has Eye of the Tiger, which was my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah, when I was like younger. Before I like knew a whole lot, I was like, this is my jam. I knew all the words. I don't know. Iron Maiden's really good. I like Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's a great band.
I know like 2 more songs.
That's okay. I'm sure they're probably.
You're still my friend.
That's okay. We can still be friends.
Thanks, I'll just be alone.
Journey has some bops.
Yeah.
Like Don't Stop Believin'. That was Journey.
That was Journey.
Then again-
I would have thought that Queen would have been your favorite band.
Queen's a great band. Queen. Shit. And that's another thing. I forget about bands.
Yeah.
I'll just be thinking, and they'll be like, "What about this band?" And you're like, "I forgot about them. They're fantastic too." It's a really hard answer. Fuck Queen. Queen is fantastic. Freaking band of queers and astrophysicists. Well, Freddie Mercury and Brian May, and then the other two. How many members were there in
4.
Queen? 4? Okay. It was Freddie Mercury, Brian May, John Lennon.
You knew he was an astrophysicist.
Yeah. And then there were like, what, 2 dentists?
I don't know.
Which, one of them was a dentist, and I don't know what the other one did.
The other one is from Recluse now.
I don't want to say Queen, because I sound basic.
Yeah,
What's your favorite band?
Not
Queen.
Well, my favorite band is the Beatles.
That's true. You can't get any more basic.
Yeah, that's
I like
arguably the most popular
Like-
band of all time.
Literally.
The Queen and the Beatles are my
Ooh,
favorite
I
bands.
forgot about Elton John.
Oh, he's good too.
Shit.
He's good. But
Literally made one of the best-selling albums ever. No, sorry.
Well, I have a hard time believing that. Because, like, I forget that album exists.
Same.
It would have to be like some. What if that like Sgt.
Oh.
Pepper's or something would have been more.
That actually makes more sense now I'm thinking about it. What do you think is the best-selling album in the world? Like, if you were to think about an artist and be like, you know what?
I would have thought.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
Yeah.
That's the 25th best-selling album of all time.
Really?
Believe it or not. Total sales of 18 million
Holy fucking shit!
albums.
Is the number one like Garth Brooks or something?
No. So I'm going to go up. So number 24 is Pink Floyd The Wall, which makes sense. That was a great album.
That was fucking huge.
Michael Jackson's Bad
Oh,
is
yeah.
the 23rd.
Is
Celine
Pet Sounds
Dion,
up there?
Let's Talk About Love. Decent, I guess.
Oh wait, no, that's the Rolling Stone. Never mind. Never mind. Not the band. The magazine. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Oh, Metallica's Metallica album was number 18.
I don't know which one that is. They all kind of look the same.
It's that one.
I thought. Oh,
It's a good. It's
the
a good
Black Album. The Black Album.
Yeah, it's the Black Album. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was just called Metallica.
Technically, yeah, but it's Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell. I forgot about Meatloaf.
Really?
Was number 17.
Huh.
Apparently the beat. Oh, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
That was it's a solid album.
Yeah. Well,
Bob Marley. Interesting. ABBA. ABBA had
which one?
number 13. The greatest hits.
That
ABBA Gold. ABBA Gold. 22 million sales.
You know, unless they called it greatest hits.
I don't know. Oh, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Number 11.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the top 10. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
I've never
heard of
that in my
her.
life.
Alright, number 9 is Adele's album 21.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I want to know if Pet Sounds.
Number 8, AC/DC, Back in Black.
Really?
Yeah, that was a great album.
Wait, I thought that was in the album Black Ice.
No, it's in the Back in Black album.
Is it like a big greatest hits album or something?
No, it's in the Back in Black album.
No, but that song is in the album.
Listen.
Black Ice.
The song Back in Black?
Let me see the album.
I don't know.
I don't think that exists.
Alright, number 5. Led Zeppelin's Led Zeppelin 4.
Is that the one with like the
It doesn't have a picture.
Yes, it does.
Oh, there goes.
Yeah. It's the one with the guy carrying sticks.
Yes. Alright, number 4 is Shania Twain, Come On Over.
I think I may have heard of it.
Really? Number 3 is Eagles, Hotel California.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, that's a great song, but I wouldn't think that as number 3 is 32 million sales. Alright, number 2 is, oh wow, is the Eagles, their greatest hits. Guess what? The number 1 most sold album was it? 47,066,000 claimed.
Is it Candle in the Wind?
It's actually not.
Is it Pet Sounds?
No.
It's not Revolver, is it?
Nope. Very famous at the time.
At the time?
Yes.
Can you give me the decade?
1982.
82. It can't be Pink Floyd.
King of Pop.
It's bad. Isn't it?
Huh?
It's bad.
No, that was earlier.
Oh, right. Oh, wait.
It is Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Once I heard it, I was like, oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Because that was a huge album.
Our first guest, like real guest, not like this is. I think okay. So once Mason comes on, I think because he does YouTube and stuff, but I wouldn't say he's a YouTuber. We're small creators. You get it. I think our first guest needs to be what's his name? Scott Shantz.
I'm sorry. Wait. You said our first guest should be Scott Chance?
Shantz.
Who's that?
Remember the shitty Chima cartoon? the Legends of Chima? He voices Laval.
I'm sorry. What's the name of the YouTube channel?
No, it's the guy that voices the main character on the show.
Oh, like actually on the show?
Yeah.
That's his name?
His name is Scott Shantz.
And you think we could get him?
I think we could get him. Not now, but
Never.
I think he doesn't even have a picture. I look up his name. It's the picture of Laval.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yes. When you go to images, but his Twitter, he has 3 followers.
You say 3 followers?
Yeah. I have 7, so. Should I follow him? That'd be kind of funny.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same one.
Following smaller creators. That's your. You should just message him. I'm following smaller creators today because he's small.
What's his last tweet? His last tweet was on January 1st, 2017.
He's dead.
And his first and last tweet was
He's
then.
dead.
So I guess he doesn't. Can you
what
look
was
him
it?
up on like Instagram or something?
What was it?
What was it?
What was the tweet?
I got, quote, Champions League qualification, quote, 8 out of 10. The big Arsenal quiz of the year. Arsenal.com/news.
Let me see the tweet. Oh yeah, he's dead. No, I don't think you.
I don't know if this is the same one. I don't know how many
different Scott chants.
I look him up on like any other social media.
I'll look him up on Instagram.
Also, I really, as soon as possible, I want to get a Cohen sponsor.
It's not happening.
You don't think I could ever get them?
Oh, that actually reminds me. I don't think Cohen exists anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I went to go look up how much my
Cohen
so-
E7 Pros.
yeah, how much they cost, and I can't find Cohen.
Really?
Yeah, there's another brand that has the exact same looking headphones.
Do you think they got bought out or something?
That's what I'm thinking. But there's like no sign of Cohen, just period, just anywhere anymore.
I'm gonna look up what happened to Cohen. You're gonna get down the
Top
weird.
Google results can have one of the you know.
Wait.
COWIN. Should I have brought those with me so you could use them? That would have been nice of me.
I'm seeing them right here.
And it says Cohen?
CohenAudio.com.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do?
I don't fucking know. It's 11.
Yep.
I thought it was like
It
9.
it feels later. Well, it's because you actually got up this morning at a reasonable time, which is not normal for you. Did you know that, guys? This guy got up at 9 o'clock this morning.
And I only had to get shaken once.
No.
What do you mean no?
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah, we shook you. No.
Did you shake
It
me?
was like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times did you woke me up?
Like 2 or 3 times.
When?
This morning.
Oh, shit. What time is
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
I wasn't paying attention to the time. I was just thinking, this guy's gotta get up.
He's dead.
You gotta wished.
Scott Shantz. If you're listening, Scott, come on the podcast. Comment or email me us at email us at one second.
No, please don't email me. Just email us.
Email us at no mom don't watch this. That's the Gmail. No mom don't watch this at gmail.com for any business inquiries.
Inquiries.
Yeah.
Inquiry. Shut up. Don't be facetious.
Scott Shantz. Now we're gonna stalk him live on the podcast. Scott Shantz, IMDb. Alrighty. I'm gonna read it. Whoa, he did a lot of stuff.
Really?
Well, not really.
Oh wow, he's a multi-millionaire. Weird.
Wait, I don't really want to read this all.
Okay, then don't read it all.
I did Legends of Chima.
Lycan? Oh, you know.
The magical. I'm not doing an ad for Chima.
You and me should just talk about this later.
Vancity Pulse. And then it's kind of that over and over again. Oh, it's different seasons. Okay. I'm gonna read filmography. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
It's just ads.
I'm sorry, what was his name? Scott
Shantz.
How do I spell
Shant, and then a Z.
S?
Shantz.
That's not how I would expect that. Okay. Scott Shantz, teacher, coach, carpenter. Nope, that's it.
Whoa,
Public figure just taking the edge off.
Top 5. Oh wait.
What does he look like?
He looks like this.
Show me that again.
Wait,
Show me his face real close. God, it didn't work.
It looks like a wrestler. It's not the same. Is it him with a bullet in his head?
I either
What is this?
did or didn't fall. It's fine, Tim. I don't think so.
If I follow him and tweet at him, he's not going to respond. Well, he probably deleted that account.
Do you know if he has a YouTube channel?
Does he?
Well, if this is the Scott Chance, and he does spell like that, which I don't think it's a very common last name. I don't think I know a whole lot of chances.
Yeah, that was one of the. Okay, we're watching.
Do you have any other pictures of him?
Yeah, that's him. That's the same one.
What?
That's the same one.
Show me another picture of him.
Just go to the channel. Oh, 78,000 views?
Show me another picture.
One of his. Oh, he did one of those, like, how many rubber bands does it take to get a watermelon? That has 72,000 views out of 78 total. Or 78,000.
Okay.
We're not shitting on you, Scott.
Well.
We're not. You were a big part of my childhood.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Don't mind him, Scott.
Fuck.
Don't no.
Scott, just don't
That
embarrass.
future guy. That would be really funny if like we got big enough and that like we got people on and we're like, no, we want Scott.
We want Scott.
We managed to get that, and then on that we get a Cohen sponsor. Use code Skidapperdoodle.
No, you don't realize. We want Scott.
Huh. We want Scott. Is that a hashtag yet?
Can we start a GoFundMe? Just pay for Scott.
We'll pay for him. Let's see where he lives. Oh man, I'm doing research now. He hit his location. Smart man.
Hey, do you want to see a photo?
Do I? It's the most like 80s thing
You ready?
I've ever seen. Want to see a photo? Is that Scott?
No.
Oh, you're just browsing now.
Yeah.
Is that like
Those are
trench
toes.
foot? Is that trench foot? Cool. Thanks for the photo, friend.
Do you want to see another photo?
Do I, friend? Yes.
So it looks like when you shoot yourself with a shotgun, it doesn't work.
Whoa.
So, no, these are all makeup. It's all makeup.
Yeah,
it's all
I
makeup. I was trying to like trick you with the toes one because it's like it looks
that
like
one looked like
it looks like it's like, oh no, his foot's just messed up.
Yeah.
Like that looks very good. Whereas
I mean, not to say the other one doesn't look good.
no,
But,
they both look fantastic, but they still
the
are
other
like.
one is.
But you're still like it's
like,
fake because he's still
take
alive.
A selfie.
That guy's shredded.
Scott?
No. So he's a comedian, right? But he only has one leg, and he always makes like the jokes about having one leg.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. He's really funny. He's apparently shredded. You seen that guy before? He's real funny. He makes a joke where we can cut this whole thing out, where he's he apparently like the doctors hired a nurse to come to his house to check on him because apparently his weight was too low for his height. And they were like, well, we're noticing here that your weight's a little low. And he's like, yeah, you think so? He's missing his leg. And they're like, have you had any procedures done recently? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know if you realize this or not, but I'm missing one of my legs. That was it. But it was just like, oh, this is like Mason doing stuff. Well,
Mason, I know you're watching this. Stop jerking off. Come on the podcast. My address is in the description below. That's a joke.
It's not.
I'm gonna invite you over first. That'll probably help. At some point, sometime you're free, and I know you are.
Always.
Always free. Get
I
your,
want
get
to
your
be
ass
free.
over here. Mason, get your ass over here.
I want to be
Not over
free.
here. We're in somewhere. One of
God,
the Ozarks.
no. God doesn't want to break.
Why not? I want to break my directly with dream.
What the fuck am I watching?
I don't know. This podcast is kind of going off the rails a little.
Yeah, I was telling you we should.
Yeah,
have
let's.
like an hour ago.
Anyway, guys. Fucking hell. Go.
We'll record another one later.
Go to Socknew, the channel, and raid his comment section, telling him to go onto the No Mom Don't Watch This podcast. Until he starts deleting comments. Guys, do it. Link to his channel in the description. And Joey Beccaroni, we mentioned him earlier. But yeah. Go over there. This has been one episode of No Mom Don't Watch This, the No Mom Don't Watch This podcast. Who else wants to tell them, wants to tell the group about their summer? Oh, Andrew. Do you want to outro for me?
Who's Andrew?
I don't know. I'm kind of going as...
You said, Andrew.
Yes, oh, you went to Hawaii. Oh.
So, I'm not hearing any of this.
Well, it's because it's improv.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
No, it's good.
I'm watching this lady do her makeup.
Okay, just say bye. Oh, wait,
bye.
no. 3, 2, 1. Bye.